2 months into a 12-year sentence, Laura Ling and Euna walked towards freedom on the tarmac of Pyongyang Airport. Greeting the two American journalists, former US President Bill Clinton, the man who seemingly negotiated their release. He arrived in the North Korean capital on Tuesday on what the White House insisted was not an official visit. But just hours after landing, he met with reclusive leader Kim Jong-il. According to the North Korean news agency, the pair had an exhaustive conversation which concluded with dinner and apparently the pardoning of Ling and Lee. Their families in the States overjoyed by the news.
Of course, I'm elated, and this is one of the happiest days of my life. So I'm going to go down there and see my little girl.
What are you going to say to her when you see her?
Big hug, and we're glad to have you home. We missed you terribly, and don't ever do that again.
This was believed to be the plane carrying the two Americans landing at Misawa US Air Force Base in Japan en route to the United States.
Just walking through this.
Their ordeal began when they were arrested in March on the Chinese border with North Korea. Officials from the secretive state said they crossed into North Korean territory, but there's been speculation that they were taken while on Chinese land. There have also been rumours the pair were lured across the border intentionally. They were then put on trial in Pyongyang and found guilty of grave crimes and illegally entering the country. According to the North Korean news agency, their pardons came down to Bill Clinton saying sorry. It said he expressed words of sincere apology to Kim Jong-il for the hostile acts committed by the two American journalists. However, US officials have countered by saying no apology was made. Now that they've been released, the two reporters will have their chance to say what happened on the day they were detained. A question that may take longer to answer is what other deals Bill Clinton discussed with Kim Jong-il. When he arrived, he was greeted by, among others, the nation's leading nuclear negotiator, Kim Jong-il. Despite the American government distancing itself from the talks, it seems certain this trip was about a lot more than just Laura Ling and Euna. Kim Jong-il's actions in recent times have been grabbing headlines around the world, and by having a former US president fly to Pyongyang, perhaps he achieved the recognition he was after. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera.